Hi class, this video is to show you how to use the screen capture tool for your homework assignments. I have activity 8-2 open right now, as well as the drawings for activity 8-2. So I'm going to show you how to use the screen capture tool and how I want you to answer the questions in your assignment. So to start, let's go ahead and look at question 1. It says, what is the scale of the grading plan? Now you may be looking at a hard copy set of drawings here, but I also need you to look at the digital drawings so that you can capture an image of where you found this information. So it says to use sheets 1, 4, and 5, so I'm going to go to those drawing sets. Now make sure that when you're looking at the sheet number that you're referencing the title block and not the print number down here. So the print number is just for your reference so you know which drawings to get out for your homework, but when it asks you anything about what sheet something is found on, you want to look at the title block right here. The first question asks, what is the scale of the grading plan? So I'm going to scroll down, and in the title block I find the grading and erosion control plan, and then I want to find the information about the scale. So it's located in two spots. Right here it's a scale 1 inch equals 30, and I have a graphic scale here. So what I'm going to do is on my homework assignment, I'm going to write the scale is 1 inch equals 30 feet. And then underneath, so this is my answer, I might even bold that. And then underneath that, I'm going to go to the Insert tab, and I'm going to use the Screenshot tool, and I want to take a screen clipping. Okay, so when I do that, now I can highlight around 1 inch equals 30. I also want to rotate that, right? And now I have the answer and it shows where I found the information. Let's do it again for the next one. So it says how many sheets are there in this set of plans? So again, we're going to go back to our sheet set, and if we look down on the title block, it says that there's 7 sheets. So this is sheet 5 of 7. So what I'm going to do is go back to my homework assignment. I'm going to type in 7 sheets. And then I'm going to go to the Insert tab, Screenshot, do a screen clipping, and then I'm going to clip that 5 of 7 from the title block. Alright, let's try another one just so we can get the hang of it. Give the bearing and length for each of the following property lines. The north side of lot 56. So I'm going to go to lot 56. So this is lot 56 right here, and then I see the bearing and the length up here. So I want to type that information in and then also take a screen capture. I'm actually going to do it in reverse because it will help me to have the screen capture before I type the information in. So I'm going to go Insert, Screenshot, Screen Clipping, comes over to this screen, and then I'm going to capture this information. And then you can proceed to type that information into the document. So you'd say north 89, and if you want to insert a symbol, you just go to Insert right here, go to Symbol, and then you should have a degree sign. If you don't, you type more symbols, and then within here you can find the degree sign. Insert, say close, it puts the degree there, 33 minutes, or oh sorry, 89 minutes. Oh, I cannot read this, I'm sorry. North 89, I gotta zoom in a little bit. Degrees, 33 minutes, 00 seconds east, and then we'd write that is 725.17 feet. Well, we might as well just finish this out. That way you'll have the answers to this exercise too if you got anything wrong. Okay, so the east side of lot 56, we're going to do the same type of thing here. We're going to go back to our drawing. This is north, so this is going to be the east side over here. And actually over here you're going to see that there's 2 bearing points, and it's because that there's a pin right here. So they surveyed from this point to this point, and then from this point to that point. So I need to write down all of this information. So I'm going to go back to my activity. I'm going to go back to Insert, Screenshot, a screen clipping, and then I'm going to draw a box around this information. And now I'm going to rotate this too. You don't want to leave it like vertical. And then you would type that information in. So it would be south 0, degrees. Remember again, insert is just a symbol. 18 minutes, 14 seconds east. And then that length is 262.82 feet. And then we also have south, actually 0, degrees, 49 minutes, 22 seconds east, and that length is 112.69 feet. Alright, now let's look at the curve of lot 55. So we're going to go back to the drawing. So the curve, we have to find lot 55, which is right here. We want to look at that curve information, so I'm going to zoom in on it. So zoom in, I hit plus, zoom out, I hit minus, right? And I'm looking for the bearing information for this point of lot 55. Okay, so that bearing information is listed over here, and we want to make sure that we list out the full information. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a screen capture of this entire piece here. I'm even going to get the curve in just so I can show that arrow. And then what I would want to do is I want to write this south 42 degrees, 25 minutes, 7 seconds east. And then I want to note the chord length, or excuse me, the length, which is 49.92 feet. So that's going to be the answer to C. So we'll go down, we'll write this all in here. I'll do it just so you guys can see. So again, it's south 42, we insert a symbol, a degree, 5 minutes, 7 seconds east, and then the length is 49.92 feet. Alright, next question, it says, based on the north arrow, on which side of the Delhi Flower and Garden Center's building is the detention pond? So we'll go back to the drawing and we want to look for the detention pond. So first we have to find the building. So this is the Flower and Garden Center, is located over in this corner. And then we want to look for the detention pond. So we can see that right to the south of the building would be the detention pond. And then the way I would do this again is you can write south, and then you want to do the insert, screenshot, screen clipping. I'm actually going to take a whole screen clipping of the whole thing so I can see the garden center and I can see the detention pond. Alright, next question. What do the large X symbols indicate? We'll go back to our drawing. We want to look for the X symbols, so we see some here on this demolition and existing conditions plan. So I'm going to zoom out, and somewhere on this plan it should tell me what those means. What that means, it says the X denotes items to be demolished. So we're going to come over here, we're going to write items to be demolished, and make sure you write the answer out as well as taking the screen clipping. It's not okay just to do one or the other. Items to be demolished, we put that on there. I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger. What is the size of the type 6 concrete curb? So we're going to zoom out. We want to find the details for the concrete curb. It looks like there's some details on this sheet, so I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to see if they're located here. Yeah, I do see it right here. Type 6 concrete curb. So I'm going to zoom in a little more so I can see. And the dimensions would be 6 inches by 18 inches. So we're going to go back to our homework assignment. We'll write 6 by, actually I should probably put make sure you show your units. Then we're going to go insert, screenshot with the screen clipping, and we'll take a screen clipping of this whole thing here and put that inside of our drawing. Alright, number 7, what is the lowest elevation of the detention pond? So let's go back to our drawing and find the detention pond. So here's the detention pond here, and remember these are contour lines. So the lowest elevation is 864 feet. So we're going to come over, we're going to say 864 feet, and then we're going to do insert, screenshot, screen clipping, and then take a screen clipping of that detention pond. Where the construction entrance is located, okay, it's going to again be on this grading and erosion control plan. Alright, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and I see a construction entrance here on the south side, and I see one also, we could call it well, where's the north arrow? Actually, I don't know what to call it. Oh, here's the north arrow. Looks like west to the northwest corner. So we've got the south and the northwest corner. And you can, it's kind of hard to do a screen capture of this one because it's so large, but I am going to go back to my homework and write the northwest corner and the south. And then what I think I'll do is I'll go to insert, the screenshot, screen clipping, and I'm going to take a screen clipping of this whole thing, and then I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller on my drawing so it doesn't take up so much space. Okay, and then what is the right-of-way dimension? So we'll go back to our drawings. We see that the right-of-way is actually listed on the existing conditions and demolition plan. It says 50 feet R/W. So we'll go back to this, we'll write 50 feet, enter, insert, screenshot, screen clipping, and then take a screen capture of that 50-foot right-of-way and make sure we rotate it the right so that we can read it. And then the last couple questions here, what is the existing grade and finished floor level for the covered sales area? So if we look on our grading and erosion control plan, we can see that the covered sales area has a finished floor of 872.50. So we're going to put the finished floor, we'll type in 872.50, and then we'll insert a screen clipping to show that. And then for existing grade, we're going to need to compare some locations on the map here. So if we can look at the location, we can find that the existing grade, this area, is located up here within the 870. So we're going to type in 870 for the existing grade. And then we're going to show a screen clipping of this area here. And you can also make that smaller. Alright, and then lastly, last two questions here. On the grading plan, are there any other buildings located in addition to the gardens? So this is the grading plan, the covered sales area. All this is related to the garden center, but we do see another building over here that says the United Dairy Farmers. So on my sheet, I've written United Dairy Farmers, and then I'm going to insert a screen clipping to show that building located there. And then we'll answer 12A and 12B. It says, what is the temporary benchmark elevation and where is it located? So first we have to find the elevation and the location. Okay, so on the existing conditions and demolition plan, we see temporary benchmark labeled spike and pull, and then the elevation. So we'll go back to our worksheet. We're going to type in the elevation, and then we're going to insert a screen clipping to show that information. And then for location, we can write spike and pull. And then some of you also, I think, listed that it was in the northwest corner. And that was okay as well. Okay, so that is how you take screen captures. Remember that you can look at the hard copy set of drawings and note where you found the answers on there. Then to submit your homework to Blackboard, you have to show these screen captures like I've showed you, and you need to answer the questions and show the screen capture. It's not okay just to show the screen capture and have that count as your answer. You have to write the answer out. If you have any other questions, please email me.